in the studio this morning who's going to talk to you about what to do with your money. Trust me, you want to hear what he has to say. Okay, we call him the Wealth Minder. All right. Now, he has some information that he's going to share with you this morning because, the economy is quite stifling at the moment. Now, you don't want to make any financial decisions. You don't want to make any mistakes with your investments. So, Enugu State, particularly, is doing some very amazing work when it comes to real estate business. And trust me, that industry is doing a turnaround in Enugu. And now there are people who are professional in this line of, and they can tell you one or two things that you don't know. So this morning, I'm going to allow Ifenna Aralu to tell you about real estate in Enugu, and particularly, he is going to be talking to us about his estate. All right, you need to hear about this. It's the Graceland Estate. Some of you've seen flyers, you've seen promotions, you've seen all kinds of billboards about Graceland Estates. But today, this morning, the big heads are here to tell us what's really going on. You're welcome, Mr. Fenner.
Wow, thank you so very much.
Welcome. How are you feeling this morning?
Very, very upbeat.
Okay, good. Upbeat is very good because so tell us. There's a lot of, if once you just say real estate, some people, their hearts already sink into their stomach because how do we, what do you want? Okay, so so tell us, basically tell us what real estate is, and then we'll get to the Graceland part and what it is that you're offering.
Okay, of course, real estate has to do with it's a whole lot of let's say it's a kind of ambiguous language that covers majorly the earth. Let me put it that way, majorly the earth and what is on the earth. So we find out, from the scriptures, the Bible asks us to go and occupy. Occupy where? Occupy the earth.
Okay.
So if you occupy the earth, we advise you to own it. Why don't you own a piece of it?
Okay.
So anything that you do with respect to owning a piece of the earth is called real estate.
That's real estate. That's just okay. Because just like you've mentioned it, right? I was talking to a friend last night, and they started telling me how they were at a place in their lives where they just wanted to own property for themselves.
Beautiful.
You see, that's a lot of people are at that age. In fact, if you're within 40 and 45, trust me, that's the only thing that's on your mind.
Yeah.
If you're a Nigerian right now. So tell us about Graceland Estates. Let's know, people at my age bracket, now that we have started doing our maths. Understand? We need to know where we are going.
Which is quite awesome.
Tell me, tell us about Graceland Estates.
Okay, so concerning Graceland Estate, it is actually a sprawling estate coming up in Enugu currently, and is like the balls of the time. I realized that so many persons are not really familiar with it, and I'm wondering how come. So I decided to, take this opportunity to come and create this awareness that Graceland Estate is coming up. We are having over 200 houses on that estate.
200?
Yes, and this estate, initially you said he wants to talk about my estate. This estate is actually owned by a Copen Group. Copen Group is one of the real estate names in the southeast that has developed several estates in Enugu. You heard of the Goshen, you heard of the Jaire, Elim, and so many plazas. So they are a name that you should reckon with when it has to do with owning a piece of the earth. That is also synonymous with a real estate. Whatever you do in that space, you want to own, you want to rent, you want to lease, you are directly or indirectly participating in real estate. And so that is the best way I want to explain it. And so concerning Graceland Estate in Enugu, it's just off this Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway, just beside the new Kenyatta. So you see, we have people called the New Independence Layout. Where they used to have, the refuse, the refuse being thrown, but that place has been reclaimed by the government and then has been given for development. So a lot of things are happening there. We have other estates also coming along that lines. But I tell you, one of the viable ones, I tell people that are close to me and people that care to listen to what I have to say as the wealth minder, is the fact that, you should own something in Graceland Estate, and that is one of the deals I have come to actually explain in this place. I don't know if I should go further with respect to
yes,
how
but to go further, because
Yeah.
you need to tell us what it is that's making a Graceland Estate. What's so
Yes.
important? What's so good about it?
Yes, so it's because we have varieties of properties,
Okay.
and then we have made the payment something for any of the property you choose to go for very
Okay,
easy. In
okay.
fact, for each of the property, we have 3 options of payment. You can pay outrightly if you have the
Okay.
funds. Some people say, oh, but you know how the country is, I do not have the funds. Why not? We have instrumental.
Okay.
You can go by the way of instrumental payment. But if you say, that one is still high for me, then we are telling you, are you aware of something they call the National Housing Fund, which the federal government has actually come to enable every eligible Nigerian, to own property using the fund. And currently, I'm going to speak on the National Housing Fund. maybe
Don't
sometime.
switch yet. You have to stay right here. You need
Yeah.
to stay. You need to stay right here, because this is where the conversation is.
Yes.
This payment methods, right?
Very important.
A lot of people don't have that option that the options that you just gave. So I need you to take those options apart for me, one by one.
Okay,
So
good.
that you can explain it to our listeners, because this is where most Nigerians are caught up. I want to own as many pieces of lands as I could, but the problem is the acquisition. How do we pay? The accessibility. How do we get? So
Access
now
this loan, yeah.
you've mentioned that some people can pay outrightly. Of course, there are people who can afford to. Now there are people who can also pay instrumentally, and then you also brought in the federal housing fund. You understand? And I'm sure a lot of people's ears went ding when you said that, because everybody's looking for anything that would assist them right now. So could you help and explain that better, for civil servants and working people who might not be earning so much at a time, but they know that over a stretch of time they can be able to afford certain things. Can you explain the federal housing funding to us?
Yes, so the National Housing Fund, which is called the NHF
Yes.
for short, is one of the schemes that the federal government has actually brought out to enable eligible Nigerians to own homes and properties in the country. Now, for Graceland, I want to make the record straight. We aren't selling land. We are developing, and then we're asking you to come and buy in the property.
Developing.
Yes, we are actually developing, because we notice that when you just sell land, people just come buy land, and you begin to plead with them to come and develop. The reason you bought a land, or the reason why we are actually building estate, is so that we can develop these things, and then it develops the other surrounding lands around that area. When you have a developed place, people begins to refer to that place. A lot of things have been attracted to that place. But if you just sell land and leave it there, things might not be attracted. So the land or that particular estate may take some time to actually become, something that people want to reckon with.
Okay.
So we choose to develop and ask people to come and buy into our property. Some people say, man, I don't like when people develop for me. Well, we are actually developing because we know the prospects that are in developing, other than just buying land and asking people to come, take your time and develop. Now, so we are developing various types of houses, believing that if you do not like one type, you can like the other type. So currently we are developing the bungalows. If you have money for the bungalows, you can come. Our bungalows are just 3-bedroom bungalows, and we have space behind those bungalows that you can say, okay, see, I am not comfortable with 3-bedroom. I would want to have more rooms. Why not? You can build the other rooms yourself. So we have the 3-bedroom bungalows, and then we created space where people can actually build their boys' quarters and probably add to the 3-bedroom and probably make it 1 4-bedroom or 5 bedrooms. Yes, and whatever they want. So and also we have the duplexes. We have the 4-bedroom duplexes there too. We have the 5-bedroom duplexes, and we are coming in with triplexes. This is something that I see so much in Lagos. And the triplexes are where you can call it 2 floors duplex. It's a 2-floor duplex. We've always known about the duplex, just 1 floor. But this time around, we're having triplexes. So it's a 2-floor triplex, and we are coming with that. We call it the healthy home. Because we're going to be bringing other facilities with respect to tapping energy from the sun, which is called solar. Empowering that particular building. And so that is why we call it healthy home. Some of them will have lifts. Some of them will have an elevator. So just in case you don't want to climb the flight of stairs, why not? You can use the elevator, which is also powered by the sun.
That means okay. So all of this is solar powered, and
not all, just the healthy homes that we are introducing.
Okay, the healthy homes.
Just the healthy homes, and they are triplexes.
So there are no complications with electricity.
Yes, because we are providing the solar. We are providing solar to power those particular facilities.
Those particular houses.
Yes.
All right. I'm thinking in my mind, can we get like an idea of what the pricing of
is
these
like. Okay, yeah,
properties
why
are
not?
like.
That
This
is why I'm
sounds really
here.
interesting because I'm thinking to my head, you know, if
Yeah.
one or two things, you understand, go one or two ways, you know.
Yeah.
So tell me.
Okay,
tell me.
so we're here. So concerning the 3-bedroom bungalows with
Okay.
BQ spaces, we have for the outright payment, you'll be paying like 75 million.
Outright.
Outright payment, 75
Okay.
million. That's cool.
Okay.
Instrumental payment, you're making like 80 million. Then for your
Okay.
mortgage, it's going at 90 million. Of course, we are putting it at that because of the time value of money.
And you say this
Yeah.
is the 3-bedroom?
This is just the 3-bedroom
three-bedroom
bungalow. Yes, with
okay.
BQ space.
With the BQ space.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is what we have, you know. So you can go online, you know, for my viewers, you can actually go online, you see these things, or you know, on my space, on my Facebook, this thing, I'm putting how the prototypes of the houses, how you're gonna see that. We've gone there, we've done videos, and we've posted it on our pages as well.
Okay.
So for the 4-bed, we have also 4-bedroom fully detached duplex.
Okay.
Now this one now does not have BQ space.
Okay.
And that one is going for, because we tried different options to just make their pricing suitable for our clients.
Okay.
So this one without BQ space, but it's 4-bedroom, is going for outright of 95 million.
Okay.
Installment 95 million. Yes.
Wow.
Installment is 100 million.
Okay.
If you want to do installment,
Okay.
and then our installment is a maximum of like 6 months. So we require you to pay like 40% of the value,
Okay.
and then the remaining 60% can be spread for the 6 months.
For 6 months.
So I think that is a good offer.
All right, just give me a moment right there. Listen, I know you have questions. I know you want to ask a bunch of things. So the phone lines are open. You know, we just have about 5 minutes or thereabout before I let him go. You can call in to ask him any questions you understand as regards anything you don't understand or anything you need more information. We'll tell you how to find them. We'll give you phone numbers and all of that. But for now, he's right here in the studio. If you have any questions, please call us or send in the text message or something so that we can know and so that he can get to answering them. Okay, 0706 048 5853. Also call 0915 570 8347. Graceland Estates, and I have the Wealth Minder here with me, and we're having this conversation. Come and learn what to do with your money. Come and learn what to invest in now and what's good, really. So, Wealth Minder, you were telling us about
the instrumental
payment. Yes, please. Can you please continue so that our listeners and our viewers as well.
Okay, something just dropped in my mind now because I realized that most times when I speak in percentages, some people just say, please, can you just break it down to figures?
Break it down.
Let's just break it down. Okay, let's use, for example, the cost of the house is about 100 million. So 40% of that is about 40 million. Do you see that? So we require you to pay the remaining 60 million in 6 months. So you can decide to divide it by 10 million, 10 million, 10 million for the 6 months, and then you are done. This house is delivered to you. Currently, we've already started building, and we plan to deliver these buildings by June this year. So it's better you come in right now so that in case there is a price review, of course, you know how the economy is. There could be a price review. I'm not guaranteeing anything for now. There could definitely be a price review. So you just you don't change yourself or should circuit yourself with respect to investing right now. So that is how the mortgage, that is how the instrumental payment works. Okay. And then for the mortgage, we talked about the mortgage, we talked about the National Housing Fund. Let me just give you a brief of how the National Housing Fund. Currently, the federal government had said that every eligible Nigerian is qualified to access 50 million naira. I bet you may not have heard that before. You may have, but now I'm breaking it down to 50 million naira. How be it is dependent on your income. For you to be able to access the entire 50 million naira is dependent on your income. I mean, because we want to give you a loan that you are not able to pay back. So depending on your income, depending on your income, we will be able to determine if you'll be able to access the entire 50 million, or you might just be able to enter less. So if you are still able to enter less, it's still okay, because the government is giving you leverage to be able to access these homes and own your own home in Enugu State. And so that's about the mortgage. But then you come in with like a 10% equity payment. So if you are probably qualified for 50 million, the 10% equity payment is coming to just about 5 million. So you bring about 5 million, and then you get 45 million to access these homes. So this is how that mortgage works. And there are a whole lot of things surrounding it. Probably I'm going to break it down when you ask for more feedback on that. So we have also, let me just rush this. We have also the 4-bedroom fully detached duplex with BQ space. The prices are like 120 million for outright. We have installment for 130 million. We have mortgage for about 140 million. 5-bedroom, fully detached with BQ space as well. In case you said the 4-bedroom is too small for you and you need 5, we still have that. And it's going for about a 170 million for outright payment, installment for 180 million. Now, we do not have mortgage for this particular one. Now, we have 3-bedroom semi-detached duplex without BQ space. And that one is going for outright 85 million, 90 million for installment, and 95 million for mortgage. Then we have the 3-bedroom terraced duplex. You know the terraced duplex? Just 3 duplexes in a line. They share the same fence and all of that stuff without BQ space. The outright is going for 80 million. The installment is going for 95 million. And of course, the mortgage is going for like 100 million. Then like the one I said, the healthy home I talked about is a 6-bedroom, fully detached triplex with BQ space. You know what I mean? And we call it the healthy home. And we have said we are going to be supplying the solar infrastructure to power the home because it's probably going to come with elevators. And then that one is going for outright 300 million. And then for installment, 350 million. We do not have mortgage for that one. Thank you so much.
Well, this sounds like a really good plan. Like I'm thinking to myself, you know, a few things can come together. Yeah. But hey, this is your chance, all right? So tell us. While you were talking, I just thought to myself, this is sounding almost too good to be true. So let's find out. What's the strength of the capacity? What's the guarantee for the structures themselves?
Well, like I said, you know, that is why I had to bring in the fact that these estates have been developed by Copen.
Okay.
So the guarantee of the structures, you look at what someone has done before. How far has it come? You know what I mean? Is it just a one-hit person? No. He's done over 5 estates in Enugu. People living in the estates are happier now than when they first came in. Because even those that had doubts, they have come in. And in fact, I live in one of the estates and I liked it.
Okay.
It's the structures are good. Comparatively, let me put it up, comparatively are very awesome. You could come in and say, okay, I don't like 1 or 2 things, and you can do, definitely you are allowed to do a facelift.
Okay.
You can put 1 or 2 things that you choose. You can choose to change one. In fact, we have some of estates that somebody came and just brought the estate back to Kaka's level because he or she wanted to do. Yeah, we've had people do those kind of things, and it's allowed, it's awesome, and people are living in their houses. One of the things I guarantee people is good neighborhood. Good neighbor, I would like to say neighborliness or something very, very important. When we talk about Copen, the thing I guarantee everyone that stays in the in Copen, any of the estates that Copen has, or you rent any of the place, is peace of mind. You have peace of mind that nobody's encroaching on your property. You have peace of mind that nobody's come and drag your property with you. You have peace of mind that the government probably will not wake up one day and destroy or reclaim that.
That is usually the problem, the whole sea of O's and all of that. Okay, so now that we have all of this information, how do we find Graceland Estates? How do we find you people when we eventually make up our minds that, you know, we've decided what to do?
Okay, like I had said, Graceland Estate is just off Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway. Just it's close to the new Kenyatta. Just something that the government has actually built, and people are actually trading there. So you just see it, and it's you can't miss it. So it's the new Independence Line. It's close. It's just, if you can locate the Ebenezer Church, that road leading to Ebenezer Church is a dualized road, which has been graded, and of course it's definitely going to be coated and paved and whatever because that place is a developing area. A whole lot is happening. A whole lot is coming there, and there is a linking road from that place to to the Premier Layout, the layout we call the Premier Layout, where Goshen is and the other estate. So there's a linking road from that place to that place, and then you get into Independence Layout Bridge. You know, so I think I have explained that. But if you still want more information,
so that's the reason.
Okay, that's the reason.
Give us a number. Give us
so
a number.
My number you can reach me with is 0803-799-6015. I'll take that again. 0803-799-6015, and then you can save my name as the Wealth Minder or the Graceland Expert.
Yes,
definitely we are going to get you settled and tell you in no time you'll be settled in Enugu State and have your. But hold on, please. If you are outside Enugu and you still want to invest, why not? We can get you the property, manage it for you, look for tenants for you if you want to rent it. If you want to lease it, we can also do that for you, and we'll always be giving you your returns. These are the things we do both for our clientele in diaspora and our clientele outside Enugu. So we have people abroad that still coming to do this. We have people in other states that still coming to invest, and we manage the property. Even at a point over the years when they say, okay, I need money back, I want to sell off this estate. We also help you to market your estate, sell it off, and deliver your money to you. That's what we do. Thank you.
The smirk on his face when he said that. Anyways, thank you so much for coming to Volt FM this morning. Thank you. This is all about the Graceland Estates. Just in case you need more information, you can call Mr. Ifena. Please give us your number one more time before
on 0803-799-6015. I take that again.
Slowly this time around so that we can put it down.
Yeah. So my number is 080-3799-6015.
All right. Thank you, Wealth Minder. And thank you for also listening to us this morning. Just don't worry. You can also call Volt FM just in case you have one more information you need to find out. We will be willing to give that to you. Or if you caught Mr. Fena's number, please do well to call him. And I'm sure he will return when he has some more updates to give us. For now, take care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Good morning.
Thank you. Nice one.